and welcome, folks, to another edition of Just a Couple Guys Talking Football with PJ and Tate. Championship weekend has happened. Tate, I'm sorry to say it. It was 10-7. The Patriots.
Yeah. I obviously
Broncos,
I picked New England. I didn't think there was a shot in hell with Jared. I think we know why Jared Stidham's a backup quarterback. That I did state 2 years ago when he started 2 games for the Broncos that he's a backup quarterback. He's nothing fancy. He's slow with his drops. He was doing the shadur and trying to keep dropping back, trying to buy time. A lot of that. He's a backup quarterback. Hasn't played in 2 years. However, after watching that game unfold, the Broncos, in my opinion, were the better team. They did not win. Sean Payton's ego is the whole nation got to see it, and all of our listeners of why I've been such a pessimist with Sean Payton all year. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, I will give him credit in the first quarter. He was calling a good game with Jared Stidham. Everyone knows the Broncos can't run. Bo Nix is masked. I'm so tired of the Pro Football Focus grade on the Broncos O-line. It's a top O-line. It's terrible. Mark Solaris has been breaking it down all year. I've been breaking it down. He had no time to throw the ball, Jared Stidham. Guess what? Bo Nix had no time to throw the ball against the Bills last week. When you have a good offensive line, you can run the ball. I don't care who the running back is. They're all NFL running backs. Okay? So Bo Nix masked the entire year of how good offensive line was because he gets rid of the ball, he doesn't take sacks, and he's an athlete.
Right.
Bo Nix plays in this game. Broncos roll these guys. Period.
I mean, listen. I 100% agree. I think the thing that infuriated me was going, man, Bo Nix would really beat this team.
The defense played lights out, and if I'm the defense, I am so pissed right now. They played their butts off. Yeah, they gave up a few Drake May runs. That's going to happen. Holy cow! Though.
Well, but that's all that they had, Tate. That's all that the Patriots had were a couple Drake May runs and one flea flicker.
The Patriots in the first quarter had 12 yards of total offense.
Right.
When the 4th and 1 came up with Sean Payton, they had 43 yards of total offense. Okay? You take the damn points. The weather's not a factor. It's 4th and 1, and then Payton freaking calls this freaking. You should have heard his freaking excuse about this in the media. A dissertation of what play it was. There's a nickel run, then it was a naked sprint right option pass and blah 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 and this and that. It's like, and all your linemen couldn't block it because
they didn't.
They're terrible.
They're not good at it.
And you're putting the game in the hands of a backup quarterback who hasn't played in 2 years. Who everybody knows why he's a backup quarterback. I understand trying to sell the thing. Okay. So they kick the field goal. They go up by 10. Completely changes the whole game. Now the Patriots are back against the wall. They're going to pass the ball, go pass happy, which feeds into the Denver Broncos' strengths. Their defense, what I was worried about going into this game, played like the beginning of the year, not since the bye. They played their asses off. So, dude, I'm telling you,
listen,
if they
that
kick
might have been the best half of Broncos defensive football I've seen all year. Was when they played against
if they go up by 10, Broncos win easily. I could even see it 17-0. Because turnovers are going to happen because the Patriots feel like they got to force it now.
Yeah.
And the weather's coming. Okay?
No, and
this whole excuse, dude, the weather was predicted. I was telling you all week.
It's been by
I'm seeing on my 2 weather apps,
yeah,
83% chance of snow and wind. All these meteorologists came on. All the talk radio says it by the second half, it's going to get nasty. So I don't care. So anyways, here's my deal with Sean Payton. Okay. Since he's been here for 3 years, he has problems with getting the play in on time. He burns unnecessary timeouts and management of just exactly what he's done. This is not the first time this has happened, by the way. So I want to know why this Sean Payton is such a good offensive mind. Okay, what has Sean done good? He built a very good team culture here and built character. He built a winning. He did amazing things. Just having a $35 million on a Russell Wilson contract this year, than 50-some last year.
Yeah,
perfect. Okay, 5 drops I counted yesterday. You know why now? Like all you people who've never watched the Broncos, this is what I've been talking about. They drop the ball all the time. Cortland Sutton, oh my God, the darling of the Denver Broncos offense.
My goodness.
Whatever.
Gracious.
Like, come on. Okay, I'll give a few of like the in the snow. Okay, Jared Stidham's fumble, whatever. Okay, Tyler Boday's in, who's like a third string running back, who runs a wrong route that he would have been wide open if he would have run the flat like he was supposed to. Jared Stidham would have got him the ball. Okay, that happens. But what I'm saying, if they go up by 10 points, that play never happens. It changes the whole chemistry, the whole dynamic of the entire game.
So
The entire game.
So Tate, if I could interject real quick, and a point I want to hit on with you was a point that we talked about at halftime, because we talked about this specific play at halftime. You and I both did, because I think you were trying to seek out a reasonable voice in the ether, if you will, of your own head to go, hey, why did he go for it? And my thing was, I said to you, as I recall, I said, hey, man, I think in his mind, he was thinking, man, I go up by 14 on these people. They're done. They're done. It's over with. I don't care if I got Stidham. I don't care if I got a third string. I don't care if I got Ben DiNucci in there. We're going to win. And you and I agreed to that point that that's what he was thinking. Now, after what we're looking at here, how crucial those points were, and I will say that I heard on many experts today, Mike Fleury being one of them, was if you put them down by 10, it's the same as putting them down by 14. Go with 10. Go with 10.
Everybody said that.
And you know what? And I know
was
the
screaming
glasses.
at the TV.
I know
I
it's
talked
20,
to so many
20,
friends.
But man,
everybody said the same thing. Anyone with a brain. Mark Solerthus and Peyton Manning's freaking.
He said it on Dan Patrick. Did you watch that? Yeah.
They were all saying, take the points, take the points, take the points. You knew you had a backup quarterback. You knew you have no running game.
And Schlereth
you knew
was the guy that said that every person knew that the weather was coming in. He asked the guys at Colorado, like news places, because he knows them.
And it was nasty.
And Finally. They knew it. They said it was happening at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. it was going to happen.
Yeah. So, okay. So clearly, I'm not saying the Broncos fire Sean Payton. That's not what I'm saying.
They're not going to, by the way.
They're not going to, but here's the deal. There needs to be a little bit of pressure on him. Like, maybe it's time to get a play caller in there, Sean. There's week in, week out, Bo is screaming at the sidelines, get the goddamn play in all the time.
So
his clock management, his rhythm, his freaking everything. And then he runs screens and screens and screens because you don't have a running game. But it's like, Sean, you never try to develop a running game, but you got a number one offensive line supposedly. But Jesus, like, he has a Cheesecake Factory freaking menu for running plays. He's terrible. He never ran the ball at the Saints too. This is why I was saying early in the year, this is Sean Payton. And for a team that throws the ball as much as they do in practice, throwing the ball and catching it, why are they number one in drops? Jesus Christ. We need a tight end. We need a wide receiver. We need a physical running back. We need to develop the running game.
Okay, so I was just about to say, Broncos fan, numero uno, step outside the box right now. What's the first thing that you need?
I'm always going O-line because
I know, but like what specifically? Like the center? The center, you've got a great center.
No, they re-signed the center. He's
what about like a right guard, right tackle? Like what is
Powers is up on his contract, so probably a left guard. Miners is good at right guard.
Would you re-sign Powers? Would you re-sign Powers?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay,
no.
And why?
He was hurt most of the year.
Okay.
He gives up. His pass sets are terrible. He gets beat on easy stunts. We saw it yesterday. Bo Nix has masked it all year long because he throws the ball away or he avoids pressure. He's very smart. He is masked, and that's what good quarterbacks do. They mask your offensive deficiencies. Dude, like if Cortland Sutton catches those 2 balls, that's 2 first downs. He always drops a first down.
It's like clockwork. It's death, taxes, and
so
Cortland Sutton
ridiculous.
dropping a ball. He's
silly. A professional athlete. I think his total contract is like $95 million. It's like, and you're throwing this out here every week. You drop 2 balls against the Bills too. This is the same argument I had against the Bills too. Like the only thing with the Bills is the defense got turnovers, but the defense was terrible. Except for the turnovers, won them the game. Oh, by the way, like I got into an argument with a friend about like, hey, the Bills really won that game. And I'm like, oh, no, that was a catch. Whatever. I go, the rest of part of the game. Oh, and guess what? Drake May, when he went for it on fourth and inches or whatever, he didn't get it.
He didn't.
So the Broncos got screwed. That refs are part of the game. I'm not blaming the refs. Grable did a very good job of just like, screw it, we're going to run the ball. Drake May, when we get a pass, dude.
Well, because he recognized that the only way that the Broncos were probably going to win the game was the defensive turnover. That was it. He was like basically like, we're going to run the ball and we're not going to do anything. Like, I don't even want, like, Trayvon, I'm sorry, you're a good rookie. Stay on the sidelines. I'm going to trust Ramondre Stevenson, who actually fumbles the ball, I think, at a quicker rate than Trayvon Henderson. But he was like, no, he's a veteran. I'm keeping him in there. And he's going to just get 3 yards and go down. And that's all I want. Get 3 yards and go down.
Yeah. So, to me, I'll throw some positives in. Never thought they'd be in this situation.
Yeah.
But for them, the style of what I've been so critical and such a pessimist about Sean Payton shows again. We are here because of Sean Payton. We lost the game because of Sean Payton. And I'll say this again. With a Hall of Fame quarterback, he made 1 Super Bowl appearance, lost 3 divisional championships.
He had a lot of
crap. How good is he really?
Hey, listen. Some of those losses, too, were crap.
A penalty with the Vikings. The other one was a complete blowout. I forget.
Well, there was the one that was the Minneapolis Miracle where Stephon Diggs, where the safety took out the cornerback.
Championships. But all I'm saying is we're crowning this dude. Like, oh my God, Sean Payton. Dude, there was times this offense didn't put one full game together at 19, 20 games he played this year. 19 games. But not one full offensive game together. And here's the deal.
But
he could have. You have a young quarterback with Bo Nix. Protect him. Run the ball. Develop your run. You got this amazing O-line. Nope. Bend the run.
Can I ask one thing, though? Doesn't it make you feel a little bit positive that he could barely scratch the surface of the offense and you guys won that many games? Like, I really feel like the Broncos offense.
Okay,
like for me, the Bears.
PJ, but by his stupidity of stuff, he loses the biggest game. Because and everyone knows it. He will take a media job before he becomes a CEO, head football coach. He wants control of everything. He is smarter than everything. You should hear him talk to the media.
Oh, like he is an
egotistical maniac.
Listen,
dude.
But do you realize, like, he came from the Bill Parcells tree? You see how he talks.
Parcells would have goddamn kicked the field goal, PJ.
Well, I agree with you there, but I will tell you this: his little media savvy way that he plays is a total Parcells mind game that he does. Just like
Parcells would have developed a running game and would have realized I got a young quarterback. And I'm going to have a running game because I'm going to take the pressure off him until he can run my offense.
So, going back to the thing that I still
we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot.
Great spot. Okay, so does so hang on. We talked about this off the show. Does VJ stay? Is VJ still your defensive coach?
I think he's going to make a mistake and go to the Cardinals and never win. I don't know. I read something right before we went on air today.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's that high of a candidate. Don't know the source. Don't know anything. To me, if I'm VJ, I'm like, the reason why the Broncos did what they did was their defense all year, except for Bo Nix's heroics in the fourth quarter and some of Bo Nix's clutch stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get out of Sean Payton's shadow. If I'm VJ, obviously I'm not going to take the Browns.
So let's just say
Raiders.
this. Would you just say this? Like, if it's Browns, Raiders, Cardinals.
If I'm VJ, I'm trying to get to the Bills.
Okay.
I don't think they want him.
They don't want him, though. Okay, but we're going to get to the coaching. I just wanted to say, so your heart leans to VJ will probably take the Cardinals job over staying for the defensive coordinator job. But if you were VJ, you would stay for the defensive coordinator job at least.
If I'm VJ, I'm saying it because I know I'm never going to win with the Cardinals.
Okay. But doesn't it also show good, too, in your argument that if he stayed, was this great defensive coordinator over the Broncos one more year, it could show even better?
Yeah.
Right?
It could.
Now, I will say this, and you agreed with me because we talked about this, and I think we should hit on the good point too. That was the best defensive performance we've seen from the Broncos since the bye week. Like you said, like that was hands down.
That was balls out, and I was about.
They played.
And I'll tell you,
played lights out.
They played lights out, and I tell you, I was about done with VJ too until I saw that.
And I will tell you this,
because the same thing happened last year after the bye week. We had a late bye. The defense went from like top 3 to last. By the way, since the bye, the Broncos defense before this game went to last place after the bye. Okay, just in yardage, everything. They were just so good, they were still the top 3 defense. But if you take just a few weeks of all the stuff, so yes, he did a great job. He got him. In fact, Dre Greenlaw, I was just reading a thing about him. As he goes, coming from the Niners, he goes, this is the most, learning his defense was like learning Spanish. He's like, he's the smartest coach I've ever been around.
That's great.
And then other players were saying how hard Sean Payton is he compared to Shanahan. Like Shanahan, like won't make him practice hard, and it's like I don't care. I don't care about that. You guys need to practice. Sorry.
No, you have to practice. I don't care
whatever.
Hard the practice is.
You take that. I don't care if he's an old school coach. In fact, we need that. But yes, there's good. I just think a lot of these decisions need to be taken out of his hands. I think there needs to be. Yes, you kick, because I'm telling you, if he's CEO Sean Payton, he kicks the field goal.
But because he's offensive coordinator,
because he
wrapped
has to
up
step
into
back
it,
and he's looking at everything.
Right,
he's looking at everything.
But because he's so ingrained into his offense,
he's so ingrained in it.
It's a great
that's
point.
Partly how he is. He's a mad scientist, like I said last week, and he
Jedi
loves
mind
the whole
tricks. He's playing them on himself.
He loves the whole thing. I'm going to show the whole world that Stiddy's a freaking amazing quarterback because of me. By the way, Stiddy played terrible in my opinion, but he's a backup, so I'm not putting the game on him. He played the same way when he played the start of the 2 games that it wasn't
He played
good.
the same way that he played before.
Yeah,
here's the thing that I saw.
Okay, backup quarterback at best.
Okay, so here's what I saw when Stidham played. I saw that he understood the offense. I could see that he could not make the same plays that Bo Nix could. So
I could see too is he waited too long. His timing was off and all
you
that.
could see he waited to try to make the plays because he's smart enough to realize that this play, if I give it time, Sean says it's going to be open here. So I'm going to try to give it more time. But Jared, you're not that guy. I would take that. Here's the 15-yarder. It's ready now. Take it.
Here's a 5-yard out. Here's whatever.
Take it.
Get rid of it.
Take it.
That's what I'm saying. Like to me, that's not smart football, PJ. That's not smart football for a backup. Like it's not. I honestly think he got handed a kind of a bag of assholes coming into this game because Sean just is Sean, and like I mean
Sean. Listen, I think Sean ran the same offense. Almost that he would run with Bo.
There's so many.
He did not hold back with Jared. I will definitely guarantee you that.
And hey, Jared,
he did not hold back.
Second drive hit Mims on that long one, and he threw a good touchdown to Cortland. Cortland actually caught it. Wow, good for you. He dropped 2 crucial first downs.
Well, I mean, if Cortland dropped that touchdown, we'd really have to be talking about him. I mean, because that's like a pitch and catch that PJ himself could carry.
Bryant got hurt again. It's just we need
you guys
weapons.
You guys need. I think. Listen, if the defense can stay attack, now that's a question that I don't know.
No,
because I don't know all the defensive line
4
stuff.
Good players.
Because there's already word that the Bears are interested in somebody under D line. It's either D tackle or D end. One of them they're interested in.
Fremont Jones, whatever his name is.
Jones, I think
he's a free agent. It doesn't matter. So he'll probably go somewhere. Riley Moss, look for him being out.
Oh, heaven forbid you lose out on another pass interference.
He actually played good the last 2 games.
He did, but he was classic. No, and like we said, if you can't defend, pass interfere, because you know what? It worked for the Rams. If you just pass interfere, you never know.
There's a culture, there's an expectation. What I'm saying is you have got to change your mindset and start becoming a running team, because Bo Nix is coming off an injury too. This is the 3rd time he's broken his ankle, 2nd surgery. So how has he lost a step his hit this year coming back? Okay, you can't put this much on Bo now. You have to run a game, get a complete offense going. It's time. It's showing you what a running game, because if you have a running game, you can run the ball in the snowy weather.
So I will take it to this step with you. And I think what I see from Sean Payton, and I'm going to give him a little bit more leeway. And I know that's tough to say because it's a brutal loss to take. Because, and I'll be honest with you, Tate, you and I talked about it yesterday. The thing that bothered me the most about you guys losing, the thing that bothered me most about having a team lose the weekend before, this thing's wide open. This thing is wide open. And listen, we're going to get to Seattle and the LA Rams, but I don't even care who we would be playing in that one because it is wide open, folks. There is no dominant team. Seattle, yes, they're close, but they are beatable. The Patriots, yes, they beat the Broncos. They are beatable. They are beatable. It would infuriate me to be out at this point because teams are beatable. That's the whole thing. Of one Super Bowl where there's not one.
Seattle is going to wax the Patriots.
Well, they are. And you know what? And I was messing with you, and I'm sorry to say that I said to you, I texted you, and I was like, hey, man.
I honestly think even if Bo Nix played in the Super Bowl against, they did wax the Broncos too. They're that much better.
Okay. All right. But here's what I wanted to say about Sean. I think Sean's going to go build out his offense even better. He's going to get a running back that he trusts because there's something about Sean Payton that, my God, that man only likes who he likes. Ask Alvin Kamara. Because if you know anybody else,
hey PJ, why don't you look this up? Has he ever had a 1,000-yard rusher?
No, but he does. But what he likes is the guy that can go and catch the passes. That's what he wants.
It don't matter though. I don't care. I don't care if we get that. We're never going to win a Super Bowl that way. So, this is what I'm going to tell you right now with Sean Payton here. It's going to be a very similar to the Saints. This is why I don't think he's it.
Okay.
We're gonna be a very competitive team. We're gonna win a shoot load of games, but we're not gonna come over the hump because he's too stubborn and he won't run the football.
Well, okay.
He had one time a 1,000-yard rusher with the Saints. Not one with Reggie Bush, Alvin Kamara, Sproles, all of them. No. So he wants this little scat back so he can throw all of his dink and dunk crap. That's the softest football. But guess what? When the weather comes, you got to run the ball.
Right. Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to hold out a little bit of hope to see what he does. Because, I mean, for what... And I'm also going to say this, too, because like you pointed out, that man created a culture in Denver that was shot to death after Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson. And he took a Russell Wilson contract that was crap and actually turned in a team that went to the AFC Championship. Now, to your point, like I said to you yesterday, can you tell me who lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game last year? And you were like, the Bills. And I couldn't name the person, which was good for you, bad for me because we do a podcast. But what I'm saying is that's how quickly you could remember who lost the AFC NFC Championship. Like the Commanders lost last year, folks, in the NFC Championship.
But to be the number one seed, like here's the deal: there's no guarantees. Do you think the Chiefs are done? The Chiefs aren't done.
Oh, they're going to be back. Done. The Chiefs aren't done. And they're listen, back. I don't think the Broncos are done either, though. You guys, listen. You guys got some holes to fill. It's day one of you filling those holes. It's day one. Because now you got to talk about who's leaving, this is what I've been dealing with for like the last week. Who's leaving? What coach is leaving? Is there a coach leaving? Oh, wait. If it's not the main coach, is it a defensive coach?
More optimistic about, this season. It's just so frustrating of seeing
for
3 years out. Even when he was calling the plays for Russell, I was saying it. It's like you don't even you have Russell Wilson. You don't even try to run the football.
Yeah. Wow.
You're throwing the ball over the field with Russell Wilson because that's who you are.
Yeah, and I can be as convinced as you is that he was trying to make sure that Russell did not look as good. Like he put Russell, like, okay, Russell, to be a quarterback in my system, you got to throw it here. Oh, you can't? My bad. Not mine. Yours.
Yeah.
But
he had games he could have won with that. Like
they say,
very questionable offensive management is what I'm saying for 3 years now. I've seen it quite a bit this year. It's just we lucked out. We lucked out. Like what did I tell you? This is how the Broncos have been every year. Everything has to go extremely perfect for the Broncos to win a game. It's so frustrating because this offense could have been way better if he would have lost his ego, developed the running game, like committed to it, done different stuff, it would have been better. It could have been so much better.
So
Bo and him are at each other's throat. Like, dude, get the play in on time.
I
Change
think
your freaking.
listen,
come on.
and that's the other thing I want to bring up too is that what he's got building with Bo is something that he didn't have with Drew. Because I think Drew came there and Drew was already kind of built. And he kind of built around Drew. I think he can build Bo how he wants. I think that there's something there. Now, do I think that it's going to take a little work? And yeah, is it going to be the same thing that he's done before? No. But I still think your skies are bright, brother. Your skies are bright.
I know they're bright. I'm just saying. This guy. It's my whole theory with NFL coaches, college coaches, high school coaches,
Ego, brother.
Coaches in general, ego, and then making it more complicated than it needs to be. Because guess what? You always develop a running game for a young quarterback. I don't care if it's Jared Stidham or Bo Nix, and for weather. You play in Denver. The good thing is that it's been 65 degrees this entire winter, except for yesterday. We finally got snow, but guess what? It's 50 today. All the snow's melted. Amazing day. But this is why you do it. It's proven. Home field advantage. Altitude in a snow game. That's why the Bills and the Patriots.
Okay, can we talk about that, though, too? Like, can we talk about this? Can I say, and you and I talked about it, how unthrilled by the Patriots I was in that game? And I agree with you. I think the Seattle Seahawks
didn't impress me. Their defense is good. I knew their defense was good. Drake May was shaking.
Their defense,
he was shaking.
Their defense was?
He was shaking. He was so afraid of our defense.
Shaking.
Well, he was like, you could tell.
And I'll tell you this, their defense, you know what their defense played? Disciplined. Their defense was very disciplined. And basically because I think Vrabel worked it into their heads. Wait, it's Stidham. He'll give you an opportunity. He'll throw a backward pass. He'll do something dumb. Just wait. Don't go, just wait. Like Christian Gonzalez on that interception, the last one of the game. Mims didn't even get a chance to play defensive back because the ball was already in Christian Gonzalez's hands by the time he saw it. It was awful. But that's what I think that he told his defense to do. Just wait. He'll do it. We will provide the same amount of pressure that we always do. Just wait. Now, and to your point, yes, their offense did not impress me. And that's why I would be sick as a Denver fan because I would be like, how the hell did we just lose to that team? They scored 10 points. But to your point, 3 points are at a premium in a 17-point game. You and I talked about it at half.
You knew how the game was going after the first quarter. You take the points.
You knew it in between
Weather's
half
coming
of the
in.
First quarter.
Dude, you knew it. You knew it. And you're a 16-year veteran head coach, and you chose to do what you did. I know he's regretting it. He said it. I know he is.
Well, and it's
I hope Sean can look in the mirror. I hope he can look in the mirror and be like, I need to lose my ego. I need to listen to my coaches and my players.
Yeah.
I'm not the smartest man in the room. These screens don't work.
Oh my God. And can I talk about the screen that they tried to throw to Evan Ingram? That Stidham was like not only that, there's defenders all around him, and he glides it off the hip of the offensive guard. And I'm like, hey, Stiddy, don't throw it next time. I'm like, you actually threw it? Like, because I actually got confused for a second.
Stidham,
well, this is
I know he's the backup and he hasn't played. He's not impressed me at all. And
but Tate,
like I go back when he started 2 years ago.
That was pretty comical.
Yeah,
that was pretty comical.
Yes, but when he started 2 years ago in place of Russell Wilson because they didn't want to give him some of his guaranteed money, I was like, well, we're not doing crap with this guy next year. Hopefully he's just a backup. So, yes,
and listen, and I'm giving that guy crap, and that guy tried.
He is a backup at best, maybe even a third teamer. I would almost put it in the Sam dude.
Listen, he tried his dangest.
He tried his best.
He tried his
best.
He
had a good dart to
the
Mims at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
Other than that, completely underthrown football. But how dare you, Sean? You're gonna throw that freaking deep in the weather. Nobody can see any. Like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot, man. Seriously. All right, let's move on.
Let's
I'm done with
move
the
on to
Broncos.
the Seattle Seahawks beating the Los Angeles Rams.
Both
Very good
predicted
game.
that.
Actually, a game
Yeah.
that weather wasn't a factor. Listen, the one thing I want to take away from this game is the heart by both these teams to keep fighting back, because I saw a couple times that I was like, oh man, Seattle's going to run away with this. But the Rams came back. Like, specifically that muff punt. And I'll be honest with you, too. There's a point of coaching here, Tate, that I kind of want to ask you about as a football fan, that you're a football player. But I saw a point of coaching that, do you remember the first punt by the Seahawks that the returner called for a fair catch, but he almost muffed the punt, but he caught it, like it bounced off his chest? Well, the gunner at that point ran beside him, like ran too far, and when he muffed it, he wasn't there to make a play. And I really think that, because he's the guy that recovered the fumble on the next one, that I really want to say that whatever the Seattle Seahawks special teams coach said to that guy, great for him, because he remembered, don't run too far. Stay in front of it, because if the ball bounces, you're going to be there. And he stayed right in front of him, and when the guy muffed the punt, boom, he caught it. And that right there, folks, for me, is watching football in today for Wayne, because it's like, look at what just happened. He didn't get it the first time. His coach probably told him he's going to give you another opportunity, give it a chance, and that, for me, is fun to watch on football. I don't know if you saw the same thing. I know that was kind of random out of left field. But
I told you, like, I was listening to Broncos radio talk.
Sure.
I was disengaged with the game. I wanted the Rams to win because I hate the Seahawks and I hate the Patriots.
Yeah.
And I wanted someone besides the Seahawks in there to have a shot to win. Good game. Seahawks are for real. I think they're clearly
they're the most solid team on both sides of the ball, by the way. And also
hell of a job
teams.
by their coach, Clint Kubiak. I'm rooting for him.
God, great calls.
Great calls, dude. He is scheming like with Darnold. Darnold played good finally. I'm obviously going to root for the Seahawks in the Super Bowl because it's just we just got the Chiefs. We just got the Chiefs out of the damn Super Bowl, and then guess what happens? The Patriots come right back in.
Like the worst thing. And not only that, guess who was in their way? Guess who was in their way, Tate? You were in their way, Tate. You guys were in their way. Okay, so anyways, needless to say, the other thing I want to say in this game, Sam Darnold, congratulations. I can't say Darnold's going to Darnold anymore, because you have now proved in 2 playoff games to play pretty dang well. I can't say it anymore.
He's got a cast around him. That team
He's got a cast around him, and listen, like you said, Clint Kubiak's calling plays for him, and he knows who they are. He's locked in. And can I say this, folks? Like, Zach Charbonnet is a good running back, but Kenneth Walker is a great running back. He's a great running back. And now that he's like the only guy, boy, man, he loves to eat it up. And I'm happy to see it. He had a good couple drives in that game. They did bottle him up a little bit, but in Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, there's a little bit of controversy that I know McVay I think there was quite a bit of time left. He didn't go for it, missed his opportunity.
Well, you know what? He did
Here's
go
the deal,
for it.
dude.
He
Here's
did
the
go
deal.
for it, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him for going for it.
You and I have talked about this quite a bit. They've got to start reeling themselves in.
Okay, so I would say this.
They need to start taking points because they were down by 4 points. He kicks a field goal. You're down by 1. There's plenty of time left. And now you can win it with a field goal. Like, I just think it's kind of got to go back a little bit. These guys need to start freaking quit this analytic crap.
I would say this. I would say this to you, and I know that this is going to sound similar to what I've heard earlier today, and I apologize if it does, but I'm going to agree with you in the point that Sean Payton in the game he should have kicked it. I totally agree. I'm also going to say that where the Rams were, I don't disregard them going for, I'm like, hey, go for it. Because you're down by 4. Because at the most, let's say they kick the field goal. Well, you got to kick off. Then they got to go for, then they could probably, Seattle does about what they normally do, right? In what they did. So they get the ball with 20 seconds left. Maybe you get a chance for a field goal. Maybe you don't. I don't disagree with the way they went for it, as in going for it in general. I disagree with their play calling because it sucked. Like whatever Stafford was trying to do there on the 4th and 1 or the 4th and goal, I was like, was his target? Like, cause like what happened that there was nothing open, Sean? I agree with going for it. I don't agree with the play call because, man, that just looked like Stafford, who was making everything happen a lot of times in that game, had nowhere to go with the ball. Nowhere to go with the ball. And then, of course, we're all going to sit here and go, well, why'd they even go for it? Why didn't they just kick for 3? Because if I put myself back in that point, I'd be like, man, I'd probably go for it. Go for the touchdown. Because now you're going to be like, hey, man, Seattle, now it's on you. Now you got to go. And our pass rushers are going to be rearing back. So I don't know, man. It's so much of a sliver that because there's only so many chances that we get to watch like this.
I can see the Rams going for it way over the Broncos because they got a lot more firepower going. Everything's going.
Well, and it's like you're on the road. You want to tilt the scales. Like we got to tilt it now. You got to. By the way, Stafford's the MVP, right? Stafford's the MVP.
It's biting people in the butt.
Oh yeah. It's biting
Kyle Shanahan. Dan Campbell, Sean Payton now. It's this aggressiveness all the time. Yes, I love it. It's making the game a lot better, but like when you come to the playoffs, I think it's a different animal.
This aggressiveness,
and also every situation's different. The flow of the game's different. How's your offense responding? But yeah, so I can see the Rams why they're a little more aggressive. I get that. I really thought this is the Rams' year. I think I had the Eagles earlier, but no, like early on, I thought
the
the
Eagles
Rams
versus the Ravens. Yeah, that's how great I did. Yeah,
I had the Bills, Eagles. I think. Seattle's really impressed me. I can't stand them. Super Bowl 48 being an old AFC West.
I think I agree with you what you said earlier, folks. We will do a whole Super Bowl show. This is just immediate reaction, but if you ask me, I think that the Seahawks are going to wax the Patriots. I don't even think it's going to be fun.
I hope they do. I'm so tired of hearing this Drake May stuff. I'm telling you, Bo Nix would have.
I think Bo Nix would have.
We would have won big time with Bo, and I actually had the Broncos winning if Bo played. If he didn't break his ankle.
Well, because I'll be honest with you too, because I just don't see how New England would have kept up. Because there was obvious holes, and that's the thing, folks. There's obvious holes with the New England Patriots and how their defense and how well they've played. Look at who they played. Okay, they played Justin Herbert, who couldn't fight his way out of a freaking paper bag. C.J. Stroud that decided to give him the ball at every other chance that he could, and Jared Stidham, who was a career backup. A career backup. I'm sorry, folks, but that's the way it is. And a coach
that gave you the game, too.
And then a coach that's going to go for it on 4th and 1 when you're up by 7 in a game that's going to turn into a.
And that's another thing that we didn't even discuss this, PJ. We didn't even discuss this going back to that game. Is that, dude? Hey, guess what? You get the first down. That doesn't mean you're guaranteed a touchdown.
And
by the way, Lutz missed a 54-yarder. He can't kick anything over 50. Oh, the other one got tipped. So,
listen, I think the main thing that we're trying to say here is this aggression won't stand, man.
Sorry, folks, for me being so angry and passionate. PJ texted me earlier. I just saw. Took a deep breath.
Because you were fired away so fast.
Why I've been so passionate all year, and I know a lot of people are like, God, Tate's really hard on his Broncos. This is why.
This is why.
Broncos.
So,
this is why.
And here's the thing that really upsets me as a pseudo Bronco fan from living in that state for so many years, and also being good friends with you guys.
That's your second favorite team.
Well, it is my second favorite team, and not only that, you're going to lose to that team after what they put up. They barely did anything. They didn't even do anything.
Defense, if you look at it, the defense only really gave up 3 points. The offense gave him the game away by Stidham's freaking backwards pass.
Seriously, they didn't do anything.
That's why you should hear.
And I'm going to be convinced that Drake May's the next coming because he barely did anything. But why? Because he didn't tell anybody he was going for it on the bootleg? Oh, well, amazing factors happen. I wouldn't tell anybody either. I think he couldn't tell him because he was peeing down his leg the other way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
They sacked him in the first quarter. They had 3 sacks on him already. 12 yards in the first
and
quarter.
Listen, the kid held in there and did well. I think they're going to have their hands full with Seattle. Is all I'm going to say.
I think
Seattle
the Patriots
is
on the verge. They're going nowhere. They're going to be in it a lot. The thing is who else is going to emerge back in the AFC? We got Burrows coming back. We got Mahomes coming back. Mahomes is going to be on a freaking revenge tour. They got Eric Bieniemy back to give back some attitude. Back to that team. They got
Kelsey's
coming back. His EB's coming back.